How to be a great fantasy league manager. You may fancy yourself as having the footballing nous and man management skills of Sir Alex Ferguson or Jose Mourinho. Unfortunately, since you enter data for a living, the world will never know. Unless, that is, you assemble a team of world beaters and then defeat all comers in fantasy football. We at Videojug are going to show you how. Step 1. Choose your game. Most fantasy football games are accessible online, so you can keep an obsessive eye on your team while you're supposed to be working. In the UK, most of the major newspapers have versions of the game and offer prizes for the best managers. Find one you like the looks of and join up. Step 2. Setup. You'll get a maximum budget to spend on your team and you will have to choose players and formation. Don't forget that strikers are expensive, so if you choose to play 3 up front and buy the 3 most expensive strikers out there, you're not going to have a lot left for the rest of the team. And for God's sake, read the rules. All games will have subtle differences in the regulations regarding points, substitutions and formations, so make sure you know what you can and can't do before the season starts, rather than after 10 games when you desperately want to change that underperforming striker. Step 3. Pick your players. In general, look for the players who perform regularly for their clubs, score goals and not get injured. Defence. Defenders score points based on 2 factors. Firstly, and most importantly, is the ability of their team to keep clean sheets. So go for a defender who plays within a good defensive unit rather than a good defender in a team that ships goals. Secondly, defenders get points for goals and assists, so look to see if they go up for corners and free kicks or if they deliver set pieces. Midfield. Midfielders generally pick up points for goals and assists, so there's no place for your hard-tackling defensive midfielder. Look for the regular starters who take the set pieces or who can chip in with the goals. Attack. It's all about goals. Well, goals and assists. Look for the striker who is generally injury-free and starts every game rather than one who makes the substitute's appearance. Top tip. Look for out of position or misclassified players. If you see a midfielder classified as a defender or a striker classified as a midfielder, then snatch them up as they'll be good for a few more goals than you might expect for a run-of-the-mill defender or midfielder. Step 4. Join a mini-league. Honest competition's great and all, but nothing beats securing bragging rights over the rest of your office by scoring more points than them over the weekend. So set up an office mini-league, get everyone else involved and prepare to gloat. Step 5. Manage the team. Throughout the year you're going to have to deal with injuries, players being sold, players being rotated and players starting to play like some one-legged donkey. Transfer them out and see if you can spend your cash on someone a bit better. The real skill is to transfer out players when their team is about to get a thrashing from one of the league's big boys and substituting them for someone who's got an easy game coming up. Just bear in mind that to do this properly, you'll need to be glued to the fixture list day in, day out. So by the time you have a league-winning team, you're unlikely to still have a job or a girlfriend or even a mum. Done.